one sky, and we are going into the finished singularity. We've got 14 hours and 17 minutes on it, not because that's how long it took to do it, but because we have continued on in this game. That's kind of like what happened with the first expedition. You see that I had the junction save underneath that. That used to be an expedition save, and it has 227 hours. So as you can see, I'm not opposed to playing long term on these expeditions when I can and when I have time. I actually really like coming out of the expedition with a little extra on my hands. You know, it's just a different way of starting, like from a survival point of view. And in this one, you know, I have a freighter, which is a home base. I have crew, which allows me to, you know, make money as we go along. I've got several more options than I used to have, just as far as galaxies are concerned. And I can literally go in any direction and seek my fortune and go from there. And I can continue on any of the storylines that might be there to play. Now, I do wish, and I know I've said this before, that there were toggles for the storylines, things that you've already finished more than once. That would be great if you could come in and say, hey, do not need the Artemis storyline, do not need the, you know. But it's okay that it's there too, you know. Well, yeah, because eventually even the Atlas would come up again. Eventually you're going to run into that storyline, so yeah. Okay. About the stories. But we could do the bounty hunting. And that might be a useful start for what we actually need. Like here we have this great little freighter, but I have no way of improving right now my bases, because I don't have any salvage frigates. I have 0 here. So maybe if we bounty hunt, we could do that. Now the bounty hunt challenge requires that you start from a certain kind of ship and then you fight, and so we'd have to modify it quite a bit, but it's a starting point. Yes. Well, that is true. Man, my guys are busy today. You see that? They're just busy here on this ship. I think what we're gonna do, oh, even the gardener's busy. They are working hard this morning. They are indeed. Oh, there's somebody down there working on a part, so I don't know what's going on there, but I'm gonna let them do their job. I know. I don't think I've ever seen one that was kind of working on the undergird of a thing, but I imagine that's probably something to do with like nutrients or water or something, like the piping. So, all right. So I've got the nip-nips, which, you know, if I do the nip-nip every time I come in, that's gonna net me 500,000 every time. So that's why I wanted to keep this ship, because no matter what I do, it's worth a hunk of change. Let's go ahead and go sell that while we got it. Yep. I just like having them there. I mean, but if I need to make glass, I can. And I can make pilgrim juice with that. I can make vegetables out of that, mordite out of that, and if you make mordite, you can make meat. So really, this is set up as a good survival. Let's do the wheat here. Well, that's true. I didn't pick up a lot of carbon this time, but I actually have quite a bit right now. But each of the rooms has a lot of carbon to pick up, and that's especially useful. 7 Viking effigies. Can you tell I have a Viking crew? No money. Well, no, I did get money. They actually did get me money. 322,000 and some change. So I did get. Yep, they did. Yeah, I pretty much got about $1 million just for the sending out the crew, picking up the midness. You know, the nice thing about having a capital ship is you can make money just by being on the capital ship and having the room, you know, to make stuff. So I love having a capital ship. It's a great addition. And what I miss and what I wish they had was living rooms, living spaces. That's the thing that I miss. They have, if you look at it, yes, there's nothing designated as living spaces. They have spaces you can technically make it, but nothing that's designated. And I really feel like if you were going to do it, maybe you'd put it in the biological modules and have it be living spaces. And I feel like that would make, from a context point of view, a lot of difference for me as a player. Alright, so let's take a moment to take a look at the system we're in, because this is basically the last place we stopped. We are in Nohamat, and we have got a base here at Font XIX, which is the Paradise Planet, okay? Now this system has 3 Paradise Planets, all of different kinds of things. But the thing I wanted to go look at was the planetary anomaly over here, just because I thought it would be interesting to see what it looks like. But this just shows this is exactly what we were talking about as an ISFM system. You just have 4 Paradise Planets per system. So, I just got to find the ship I was using. There's the ship. Another good reason to get the salvage frigate stuff is then we can get a teleporter, and that can make it really, really cool. That and a nutrient processor. Yeah. Swinger club. Okay. They have little clubs somebody's made up there. There's a planet behind it, so we're looking for the anomaly. Yeah, well, if one planet's having a storm, all of the planets, I think, are having a storm. That can happen. Yeah. Yeah, that's going to be a pretty heavy storm. So then this planet is the planetary anomaly, which I kind of figured it might be. So let's go take a look at what's going on here, shall we? the thing about planetary anomalies, they're all a little weird. So it makes it worth going and looking and saying, what is going on here? And now we've been to another planet that was a toxic planet that was also an anomaly. And it had some interesting things going on there. I don't know if it'll be the same on this one. But an anomalous planet is not the same as, say, like a glitch planet. So it's got really high mountains going on. Lots of flora, it looks like. Got really steep cliffs and water things going on here. Well, the cliffs are really steep. I mean, look at that. That's yeah, that is deep down there. So this is I'm gonna say it wouldn't be the easiest planet to traverse if you ended up on this one as your starter planet. Stop right here. And the light, as you can tell, is just a little different. The reds, you can't really see them because of the coloration of the planet. So, but that cobalt sure stands out, doesn't it? I won't dig too deep. I'm just going to get solid. I was here kind of thing. Free word. And rock. And we'll get it. Let us. Okay, look how deep that cliff is. There's that ship flying, and it looks tiny. I'm just saying. Yep, that is kind of impressive. Alright, so I got an animal, I got a plant. But I mean, that just tells you how far and wide this is, and it's... wow. Kind of impressive. Oh, look! Well, not that I need it, but there's an oxygen patch over there. Let's see if I can scan it from this way. I can. Yeah, this looks like a small planet in Discoveries. Like here it is, but I think it might actually be a big planet. I mean, these are bigger, okay, but everything's so spread out here. Wow. Yep, I know, but I think it's a flyer, and it's kind of behind the... there's our hexaberries. So, it definitely counts as... oh, it's a strider is what it is. It's a very big strider. Oh my God. Yep. I am very tiny beside it, yep. Comparatively speaking. In fact, let's change our view here real quick. This is how tall I am next to the hexaberry. And you know that's a lot taller than the hexaberry. Oh, there's like we got dinos on this planet. Yep, this is a strange little world. So I could get tall eggs if I did it here. I could, yeah, maybe we ought to see what we could get here. Yep, that would be the animals of our food. But this is how tall it is there to be. And we won't be adopting it, but it's nice to see that it's feeling happy. Collect some eggs. Thank you. The head's so big it can't really lift it up. Whoa, hello there. That is a creature of size. Alright, where is my plane? I guess they call them striders for a reason, man. It is kind of pretty at night. Okay, so this would be normally something I'd expect to find on Paradise World. In fact, you'll notice that the atmosphere, okay, even though technically this is a toxic world, is that of a Paradise World. Plants are that of a Paradise World. Animals are that of an anomalous world. Tell because of the diversity, right? And then, of course, like the ammonia deposits and the cobalt and all of that, that's just kind of an anomalous gathering and choices. You got a little bit of every kind of planet here, I think. Yeah, right. You know, you have water, but it's red. Yeah. Yeah, it's way down these hills here, you know, and I'm not even sure I could call my ship to come get me, so this would be a good argument for having a nomad, you know. If that would let you get up and down, and then you could check things out down there. Yeah. Alright, let me take a look. We've got 5 of 8. We've got 1 flies during the day, and of course the other are underwater because of course they are. But I'm not going to go down that far, even if it is there. we'll do without. Yeah, that being the thing, yeah. You posted that. And it is a wealthy enough planet from money making, you know, with the right scanner. All right, well, I'm really glad we stopped here because it was nice to see the difference. move on up here. Here they come. Traders come in. So you can make a little money. Start getting these ships starting to follow you around, saying, "Hey, we want to be your buddy." I know, they would. It'd even be worth looking at. Yeah, I know. Industrial specialist. So that's a miner there. I'm gonna go ahead and hire him. They got some good mining skills there. Might be worth going to the next to make sure we have like an Atlas path. I think I have one, but I'm gonna make sure I have. Yep. Evening crew overseas are up and about, I think. Well, the evening crew, I mean, because it's what? It's morning here, so it's going to be evening there. So that means they're all off work, so they can play on No Man's Sky. Yep, and then of course we have the summer crew, our people who don't have to do school during summer. They have the option of playing also. This was actually a really great time to put out an expedition. Just for that. Take a look at, let's do a couple things. Now, couldn't do before. One of those is we're going to talk with Helios real quick. It is, I think, the first time talking with Helios. Yeah, and let's see how much. 295 nanometers. That's not too bad. Yeah, I expect this is the one where I'll get a whole bunch because I get a lot. Milestone data. Now, I would trade with him more often if it was worth trading with him, but he doesn't really give a lot. And it is, yeah. But I got 2,000 nanites from talking to him because of all the stuff I did over the expedition. I believe that was well worth the conversation there. Alright, it's possible they may have me talking to him again, but let's see if we have it. Oh, yeah, well apparently not. So I'm apparently not having to follow a particular script here. Oh, I can ask about the anomaly. I guess I will. It has always been around. So if I want, I could ask for like directions to the Atlas or directions to the black hole. Which is, another way of getting about galaxies. It looks like I did get the galaxy or the Atlas passes, so that's good. I think I'm going to take a moment and grab the recipe for a couple of other things here while I'm here. There we go. And at some point, I am going to probably try and get the recipe for the stasis device, because that is worth effort. Yeah, so it really... So... so... Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. I think that is what we'll do. Yep. Let's take a look at our exosuit upgrades here. Rocket boots, water jets. Yeah, I think so too. Advanced. I can make hydraulic. Alright, okay, so we've gotten some improvements, we've gotten some... added a bit with Nada and Polo, so I think, yeah, we used our time well here. I have not seen what the missions are. I think I might do that. Yes. It would very much be worth doing. Well, I could kill monstrosities, unearth ancient bones, do bloodthirsty plants. But I'm not hacking a sentinel pillar, but I might wait around and come back in like 5 minutes. Because the truth is, that's another way of getting salvage for anything. In fact, what we might do is go out and see if we can find an outlaw system. Yeah, because I don't think I have one. I mean, I might, but I don't remember doing it. You know what I mean? So. Yeah, well, we definitely don't have one in this galaxy. Yeah, that's for sure. So, let me take a moment. Let's, yeah, I need salt and carbon nanotubes. Alright, well. What I will do is wait until I can get some salt. Carbon nanotubes I can do anytime, but salt I'll need to have a world that has it. Or see if it's sold by, well, that's true. Chlorine will break down the salt, so. Alright, let's go to the galaxy map real quick.
Orbital station coordinates received.
Yes. Yes, I have been. Oh, it's trying to send me to the Atlas. Well, that's interesting. I might... And it's an outlaw system. It's like it heard me. I guess we're gonna take a little walk here. And it's a dissonant system. Let's go take a look at this thing. Shall we? I might as well. It's free fuel. Yeah, absolutely. Oh my goodness, that was unexpected. Yeah, we'll see what it does when we go talk to the Atlas. It might start us all over. You know? On the quest, yeah. Because I put away all the siege, you know, so I'm not sure what the Atlas is doing. Oh, it's a busy system. go ahead and go in and let the internet. Yeah, I'm guessing there probably is. There are definitely save points, so save points sort of indicate there might be bases around here. And I'm not the one who put it here. As I'm not the one who save points down. Or a jog. At least you get some free warp fuel. Yep. Okay, so I'm gonna accept milestone Pathfinder above. So I don't know if I'll stay on the Atlas path, but we'll say sure, yeah, of course. And it gives me captured nanos. So they've renamed it, I think, because of the expedition. Take a moment to see if we can get maybe not, because sometimes the first atlas is just the one word that you get. But I already had a few because of the expedition. Yeah, let's just move on now. Oh, I got another word. Okay, here we go. Every time I see the word is, I just think back to the build that's gonna happen. Depends on what year this is. No. So long ago. And that's what I was reminded. I don't remember if he was a lawyer or if it was Hillary. But there's a lawyer among them. Alright, here we go. We've got our I don't know if it's our first outlaw point, but it's definitely our first outlaw point in this grab upgrade if I can. And one of the things that I love about the outlaw station is being able to come over here and add to my kits. Just get the suspicious packet of goods.
Product received.
And if you're running out of hydrogen or tritium, it's the easiest way to get them.
Product received.
Yes, it's a nice, goodly sum.
Product received.
Oh, and there's the chlorine. Alright, so I can change that.
Product received.
Chlorine that I just bought. I don't need a lot of salt, but I need enough. Take what, half of this, drop it into. And as you can see, it's making the salt. So now I'll be able to do the thing. And a chance, if I could just spit packets, I could get a hydraulic. Or a defense ship. Or larval 4. Well, I got superconducting fiber and vector compressors. That's fine. Yeah, so that is a nice addition there. So, and I have room in my exosuit for it, so I'm just gonna leave it. But I am gonna move the Starship battery over. And yeah. Yes. Yeah, I'm gonna send half of that over, I think. I apparently have been gathering the hydrogen for a little while. Heck, I'll just move all of this over because it's a good way of keeping it in the defense chip. You know, they are actually useful, say, like in more. I wouldn't necessarily use it in the outlaw system, but in the law systems, if you get hassled by someone coming to bother you for, give us your stuff, if you use it soon enough, then you get help in dealing with them, and they chase them off. And so that's kind of like, symbolically speaking. Woo! I got some good stuff off of this one. It gave me a damage mixing kit. Doing that. Got a pulse splitter. I don't have one of those. Neutron cannon. I do have one of those. Let's take a look and see what it does. Turns red. What does it do those? Charging speed up to -7. Ion sphere. Damage is +10. Damage is 4. Speed is I think we're just going to save this for my other multi-tool. Plasma launcher. Those. %60 damage. I will do that. Alright, well let's take a look at what's going on in this system here. It's obviously been discovered by others. Got a transmission outpost. Paradise planet. This is a decaying nuclear planet. This is a dead planet, but that's where the dissonance is. Got ancient bones, but just with high sentinel activity, I think we're going to definitely put a base down. It's just finding the right planet to do it. Which, everyone's chosen basically the Paradise planet there. I might go for the tropical planet Drush colony. Let's see if we can find Oh, that's the right. So we were, weren't we? Did I squirrel on this? I did squirrel on this. Good thing I called this thing Dinking Around. Alright, here we go. Let's check our bounties before I go running off to the wherever. Let's see, we got a Walker Brain for the Pirate Master. But what I'm really looking for is Salvage Frigate. So you can raid a capital ship for salvage data, and they might have salvage frigate on it, but it'll be a hassle no matter what we do. But it'd be, technically speaking, a legal hassle. This makes us a privateer instead of a pirate if we go after them. So you know what? I don't think there's like a time limit on this. I'm gonna grab it. Jump in and jump find a salvage frigate. I'm looking for it. They did not have the salvage data. Because the frigate might have one if we find it. Now, I expected it, and I am just commenting here, okay? I expected it to kind of show up.
Orbital station coordinates received.
It wasn't intentional. I was trying to see if I could find the frigate that we're supposed to hide in. But I apparently don't understand how this works. Activate the pulse drive to scan for its path. Activate the pulse drive. There we are. Freighter convoy intercept. Oh, you sure about this? Well, we're supposed to fight the convoy. Yeah, I'm sure it's part of our bounty. Well, according to the bounty they are, so... Well, apparently they definitely are, because they only have outlaws up so far. And weapons... Fuel... Salvage frigate module. Yeah, one. Cobalt. Something or another. Yep. Hoping my helper didn't get right in front of me. Full of it for it.
Technology recharge.
one more thing on this ship that I have to get. Finding it. I think I might have. First bond relic. Alright, that should have been it. Okay. Might have to then, yeah. That's the atmosphere base. So I guess I do have to shoot him, so. No, not the atmosphere. I have to shoot him. These guys, get him out of my way here, I guess. I can shoot them until the job is done. On the other hand, I don't have to worry about whether I keep the freighter now. This is the part that hurts. This is why I don't necessarily like taking a lot of these. I don't like my standing going down. That's the part. I'm gonna have to offer apology letters all over the place. Give everybody relics. I am so sorry. Well, I don't know if that was it. I got troublemakers for it. My rank is down much here. Freighter assault attack objective complete. Oh, good. So yeah, apparently you just had to do the whole thing. Okay, so now we go back. Well, all right, but the evidence of why we did this, you know, were they the good guys or not, is they were definitely the good guys. They were not good guys if you go based on the materials that they were bringing in. They were definitely naughty. So there's the reason there was a bounty on them. Banned weapons, there are a lot of banned weapons, and counterfeit circuits. Yeah, I don't have to turn them in. I can sell all of that. The only thing I have to turn in is it says I can acquire forged passports to make up for what I have done. So there's two ways to do this. You apologize to everyone, or you turn in the forged passports. Go and in the mission.
Units received.
You have to buy or earn it. We can safely deliver first bond relics, of which I have some. Yep. But I don't know how much I'd have to turn in. But we're not going to do that. I mean, can. Oh, I can. I'm at level 2. They're not going to yell at me. That I just don't have as high a standing. Yes.
Units received.
Oh, I was wondering where they were. Yeah. So we're gonna get rid of the first one. I like
Units received.
get rid of all of this because I do not need to be carrying
Received.
anything.
Units received. Units received. Units received.
And weapons.
Units received.
We're keeping the salvage frigate stuff though, and we're letting go of the counterfeit circuits. Actually, pretty cool. I don't know if I can make it yet. I cannot. But it might be worth calling the Nexus in and getting the thing. Setting the thing. But I have 4 counterfeit circuits right now as we speak. And I have Walker Brain, so, or should have Walker Brain. So let's go see if we can, with it. Might have to be on the freighter to do it. Yeah. Well, if I'd hit 0 on the quarterbacks, the forged passports would allow me to go back on the station without being hassled by the... Yes. Right. But right now I've got 2, which they're not going to bother me, so... I'm still... They just think I'm a newbie. Now, if I go around finding a whole bunch more of them, then that's a problem. But I can re-earn the standing by either going and just walking around and visiting survival huts and doing like the research, or doing missions for them, or there's a bunch of ways to improve this. Giving them relics, I could just give them relics as I find them. Yeah, so definitely there are definitely ways to get your standing back up. The forged passports are just a little quicker. We have had a lot of fun. Okay, so we've got Walker Brains and okay. I'm gonna get both of these. I'm getting this one. And I'm getting this one. Because we have the required solar or
Item received.
yes. And I can make a solar mirror, and we're just gonna call our freighter to it. It's platinum I don't have. I'll have to go find some, or see if I can buy some. Or shoot some. Yeah, I mean, just find a good patch.
Warning. Threat detected.
What? Yeah, I know. I think everyone's trying to get it all done and finished, yeah. And I'm probably, once I call the freighter in, I'm probably going to call it good for now. I can work on the circuit. On the standards, yes. It's good, yeah, so. But I think we're going to go ahead and call it good. I have to say I've had a lot of fun. We might, this will work. This will turn around here. Must be inside a freighter construction area. Honest, I wasn't trying to build anything there. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a really great rest of the day. They stay cool out there. I'll see you later. Yes. Wait, I haven't... Oh, wait. Maybe they'll have platinum. Just a second, I guess we're not stopping quite yet. Yeah, we will as soon as we see if they have platinum. They do not have platinum, but they do have tritium, so I'll take that. Thank you,
Product
sir.
received.
Oh, and they have Corvax casing. I probably should get some of those.
Product received. Product received.
Thank you, sir. My Corvax buddies who are all giving me the side eye right now. Alright, now I'm gonna go find the save point, and then I really will call it good here. We will... Oh, that... Yes.